Halligan, and this is Hollywood's Top 10. This is the show where we count down everything in movies. Now, I bet you're wondering how we come up with our lists, right? Well, we pour through all kinds of top 10 and best of lists to come up with our own list. Today, we're counting down our top 10 movie heroes. Now, we're not including any superheroes or action heroes, just true heroes who fight for a cause.
At number 10, Sally Field risks everything to do what she believes is right in Norma Ray. Number 9, Dustin Hoffman and Robert Redford put their careers on the line to uncover the truth about Watergate in All the President's Men. At 8, Marlon Brando stands up to the corrupt and deadly union bosses in On the Waterfront. At number 7, George C. Scott plays a battlefield genius in World War II in Patton. In our number 6 movie, Julia Roberts fights for a town being poisoned in Erin Brockovich. At number 5, Gary Cooper plays a hero on the baseball field who brings worldwide attention to Lou Gehrig's disease in The Pride of the Yankees. Don Cheadle houses and protects more than 1,000 refugees at number 4 in Hotel Rwanda. At 3, Ben Kingsley leads the Indian revolts against the British without using violence in Gandhi. And in our number 2 pick, Liam Neeson creates a list for life during the Second World War in Schindler's List.
And now for the movie hero of all movie heroes. He's a Depression-era lawyer in the South who agrees to defend an African-American man accused of raping a Caucasian woman. Gregory Peck fights against intolerance as Atticus Finch in our number 1 movie, To Kill a Mockingbird.
A quiet, humble, respectable Negro who has had the unmitigated temerity to feel sorry for a white woman has had to put his word against 2 white peoples. The defendant is not guilty. In this country, our courts are the great levelers. In our courts, all men are created equal. I'm no idealist to believe firmly in the integrity of our courts and of our jury system. That's no ideal to me. That is a living, working reality. I am confident that you gentlemen will review without passion the evidence that you have heard, come to a decision, and restore this man to his family. In the name of God, do your duty.
I would want him on my side, that's for sure. In 2003, the American Film Institute voted Atticus Finch the greatest screen hero of all time, and we agree. So what did you think of our list of Hollywood's top 10 movie heroes? Remember, we're saving superheroes and action heroes for separate episodes. We'd love to hear from you. Just email us at top10@reels.com. And you can go to our website, reelschannel.com, to get more information on any of the movies you've seen here today. Thanks for watching Hollywood's Top 10. I'm Linda Halligan. We'll see you next time right here on Reels Channel, TV about movies.
Yes, there is no mistake. In this video, we're gonna talk about heroes or protagonists, or simply good guys. So each of us have their own good guys, favorite good guys. We love them. We want to be as cool as they. We want to meet them. And if you want to do all of this at one time, it means you have a good protagonist in your screenplay. So, don't waste our time and let's go watch it. Is understandable. Protagonist. While you're sorting out in your mind with your story ideas, notions as many screenwriters call them, you will no doubt be shopping for the character who will carry your story. The protagonist. You will need a character who is strong and fascinating. The protagonist is the character who carries your story and is the focal point of your screenplay. The Greeks called this character the hero. There may be several protagonists if they are all following the same line of action. First, let's dispense with an ugly rumor. Your protagonist does not have to be likable. You do not have to create a rooting interest in her or him. These are ugly rumors that kill off a lot of promising stories and a lot of promising writers who instinctively know better. What you must create is a protagonist who's fascinating, compelling, interesting and understandable. Off the beaten path or unusual characters are almost invariably much more interesting than run-of-the-mill or ordinary solid citizens. For example, Hitchcock used an interesting formula in many of his movies. Ordinary citizens get caught up in extraordinary situations and are forced to take extraordinary action. This formula has been overworked since Hitchcock's use of it, which may be the reason why so many of Hitchcock's movies seem dated. Here are some examples of strong movie characters who display the traits that we are talking about. Is Scarlett O'Hara likable? Hardly, but we understand where she's coming from and why she does what she does. That's what counts. How about Charles Foster Kane or Rick in Casablanca? Add George Patton, Bonnie Park and Clyde Barrow, Robert De Niro as the taxi driver, either Thelma or Louise, Sigourney Weaver in all 3 Alien movies, and on and on. Oh, how about Jack Nicholson in Chinatown or any Nicholson role? Nicholson has achieved superstardom playing unlikable characters, as have Bogart, Cagney, George Campbell Scott. Successful movies are most often made from dynamic characters, who are utterly fascinating and whose behavior is often not likable, but is understandable.
Chiswick, you're voluntary?
Mm-hmm.
Scanlon? Billy, for Christ's sakes, you must be committed, right?
No.
Okay. I mean, you're just a young kid. What are you doing here? You ought to be out in a convertible, bird dogging chicks and banging beaver. What are you doing here, for Christ's sake? What's so funny about that?
Well,
Jesus, I mean, you guys do nothing but complain about how you can't stand it in this place here, and then you haven't got the guts just to walk out? I mean, what do you think you are, for Christ's sake, crazy or something? Well, you're not. You're not. You're no crazier than the average asshole out walking around on the streets, and that's it. Jesus Christ, I can't even believe it.
Insecure movie executives, agents, producers, and directors, who can blame them for wanting to guarantee success? Although all of them like to come at the screenplay with the uppermost question in their minds: is your lead likable? Remind them that almost all of the really great movies and the Oscar-winning movies, many of which are not great by the way, are made from screenplays with powerful, compelling protagonists who, unlikable or not, nonetheless rivet the attention of the audience. Okay, you've got the makings of a character. Now, how do you get him or her to take action, to create your screenplay? Create the something or someone he or she must have or passionately wants. Jessica Tandy playing a prickly, unlikable, wealthy, older woman is determined to maintain her independence in spite of her advancing age and will not accept dependence on a chauffeur played by Morgan Freeman. Out of this simple but dynamic line of action comes the Oscar-winning driving Miss Daisy. In this movie, Miss Daisy's son, played by Dan Aykroyd, provides the opposing force. He insists on the chauffeur and will not take no for an answer. If your must-have character's determination is to have another character of the same or opposite sex, you have a love story or a lost story, depending on how you choose to write it. Love stories are never out of fashion. They merely change style. Ghost. Bruce Joel Rubin's Oscar-winning screenplay was a big hit. It's an ordinary love story with an ordinary ghost. This ghost element gave the script what agents call spin, something offbeat, different, yet still with the ordinary elements of a love story. A great character is always different. No two people are identical, not even identical twins. If you dig deeply into a character, really explore what drives him or her, you will have a leg up on a fine screenplay. How much do you need to know about your protagonist before you write her or him? The answers differ depending on which screenwriters you talk to. Some writers feel they need a complete biography of their protagonist before they can begin to write. Most screenwriters feel they need to know only enough so that they can see and hear the characters in their mind's eye. William Frog suggests us, do not overanalyze our characters. He believes that the single most important thing for screenwriters to achieve is a level of intimacy with their characters that will allow the characters to talk to them. This is being in total empathy and intimacy with your characters. In great screenplays, the characters come to life on the page. Know your characters, all of them, before you write your screenplay. And in the end, let's again watch a truly great and so motivational scene from famous movie The Pursuit of Happiness. So with this hero we can trust and can see that he's real. Enjoy and stay chill. Meet you in the next video.
Alright, then we're gonna go sell a bone density scanner. How about that? You wanna do that?
No. Hey, Dad, I'm going pro. I'm going pro.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. You'll probably be about as good as I was. That's kind of the way it works, and I was below average. So you'll probably ultimately rank somewhere around there, so you'll excel at a lot of things, just not this. I don't want you out here shooting this ball around all day and night, all right?
All right.
Okay? All right, go ahead. Hey. Don't ever let somebody tell you you can't do something. Not even me. All right?
All right.
You got a dream, you got to protect it. People can't do something themselves. They want to tell you you can't do it. You want something, go get it. Period.